Board games are a fun and relevant way for people to engage in the 21st century. True or false? That's the gamble we're working on now in Boomer Bust 13. But this is Mind Sculpt Games. I'm Darcy, and I'm going to talk to you about my biggest purchase yet from a distributor, our holiday plan, our stock out, and show you some of our inventory. So most of our buys so far have been, I won't say risk-free, but a lot of them have been secondary market easy, as in like easy shipping. But if I'm going to ship this, I got to worry about a flat rate box, I got to worry about packaging, dings, and it's heavy. So my shipping prices are a lot more. So why did I spend a couple grand on board games? Well, because I really believe that families are benefited by sitting down, talking through games, having their kids read and do math, and that people really crave the personal interaction they get in a board game or a card game. So we don't sell video games, we don't have a lot of people around on their cell phones, but what we're hoping is that our board game investment will be taken up by our community and will be a gift hotspot. Now the cool thing about board games, like Lift It Deluxe, is that you give this as a gift, and it's a gift that keeps giving in a way, because not only are you giving a thing, but the implied gift in a board game is that you give your time. So if I give this to my kids and we play Lift It, well that means mom's gonna stick some funny thing on her head and act like a child for a little while. And kids like that. So we have this whole kids section. Daniel's gonna whip around and show you the kids section here. But we have sequence letters, sequence numbers, we got hive tile laying games, we got pyramid games, of course we got our hobby section. But we have a whole bunch of board games that we're hoping Great Bend and Barton County will think, yes, I'd love to spend time with my kids and not worry as much about my phone. I'd love to pick up a game called Logix and let my kid have fun with that. So honestly, this is one of our biggest risks so far, because it's not easy to sell if we don't sell it locally. A lot of things we buy we can sell online, and that's really where our traditional strengths lie. But last month, our community showed us that we could actually earn more in Great Bend than online. So I bought games like Bricks or Tip Tap or Dig It. I had this as a gifted facilitator in my office. You might see it more traditionally in a toy store, but you know what? In Great Bend, we don't have the competition of another place selling board games. So we're trying to stock out 200, the real goal is 300, but I think we're closer to 2 right now, 200 different board games where people walk in. Actually, somebody from Poisington walked in today and he said to me, wow, I never even knew this many games existed. It's kind of crazy that you have so many in one spot. This seems like I couldn't find this many board games in Salina or Wichita or maybe even Kansas City. And I don't know if he's right or not, but we're trying to create this feeling of you walk in the door and you see all this variety of face-to-face interaction, and you think, wow, maybe spending time together, looking each other in the eye really still is worth it. So we put a couple $1,000s down on that risk. So we got classic games like Go, or Avalon, which is a counterpart to it. We got classic modern games like Power Grid, and we have tons of other games. We didn't forget the kids. We got kids for ages 3+ games, Don't Rock the Crock. Have you ever seen that in a card shop before? Well, not if you've been a magic grinder only going to the shops that sell cards. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to appeal to families, appeal to moms, and we're trying to put our money where our mouth is and see if Mind Sculpt Games really can be the place where games build brains. Now, we've had great turnouts on Friday Night Magics. We have a big Yu-Gi-Oh community. And right now, most of our players, most of our regular consumers are probably 16 to 30-year-old males. But we want to get the moms, we want to get the grandmas. We want you to come into Mind Sculpt Games and think, what's a good gift for my nephew? What should I get my grandkids? If I want to give the gift of time to my 16-year-old son, how do I do it best? Come ask me that question and I will point out some games to you based on your son's preferences, what you tell me about his personality, how much time you have. We know our games and we'd love to make some recommendations for you. So this is our biggest investment yet. We got new dice, we got new sleeves and protectors. If it can be a gift, we tried to get it. But we really have doubled our board game inventory, which is a large risk for a small store. And we are trying to stock out 200, maybe 300 in our full growth model, different board games. And we will see if our local community cares enough to shop. So Boomer Bust 12, Mind Sculpt Games. We'll see how we do.